Hello, my name's Bugaboo Gamer, and today I'm gonna build a pool in my Minecraft world. And it's not just gonna be a normal decorative pool. It's gonna have a house under it for me to live in. And that's because right now I have my house as the tip of the iceberg. And it's built into this iceberg I found. But that means there's not really that much space in my house. There's actually so little space in my house. What most of my stuff is actually outside in my village. And this iceberg biome is also not at my spawn. My spawn is about here. So anyone who joins, for whatever reason, maybe eventually I'll want to make my world available for download if this series becomes popular enough. Right now, there's just some trees with some bees and a giant Nintendo Switch 1 I built. So there's a Nintendo Switch 1, and there's some trees that are apparently left floating. But there's no, like, actual home-like build to get resources if you somehow end up at spawn. So the first thing I'm gonna need is quartz to build my pool, since I'm thinking I'm gonna make a kind of modern style pool. Like, I'm planning for it to look like it could be like in the backyard of a modern house, basically. So since quartz is in the Nether, I think I'm gonna switch out my Elytra or Elytra or whatever it is for my chest plate. And then I guess we're gonna head over. And let's start mining for quartz. Maybe I will find ancient debris, even though there's like a 1% chance, basically. I don't know what the actual chances are, but I'm 99% sure I'm not gonna find any ancient debris. But if I do, everyone will think this video is clickbait, so actually let's hope I don't find any. I don't know how much quartz I need. It only takes 4 to make a block, so I'm guessing like 10 stacks. I don't even have room for 10 stacks. I feel like it's better to get the amount of stuff I need than to accidentally like underestimate the amount of stuff I need. I didn't realize how much quartz there was in the Nether, just like easily accessible. Ah, there's a magna cube, and it's now become 4 of them. Okay, so I got rid of the magna cubes, and I got magma cream. I'm not sure what you use that for. I guess I'll go back to mining quartz. I think I'm gonna wait to upgrade my gear to Netherite until the Chase the Skies update comes out. So what I can look for baby gas at the same time as Netherite. I want happy gas, not unhappy gas. I was like, I think I can use my bundle to store this Nether quartz, and then I remembered it can hold a stack of items. So it's basically useless, except I guess I can keep it, and it will just free up a slot right now. So I think if I craft these into blocks now, that will actually save me inventory space, and I can actually get more quartz before I leave. Okay, so I already have 60 blocks, and I can now get 3 more stacks. Okay, I got 3 more stacks of quartz, so I'm going to run back to my current house as fast as possible, and then I'm gonna make them into blocks. Okay, so while I'm crafting all these blocks, I think I'm gonna try and think of a way to move my pets over to my new base, because the entrance is gonna be underwater, and I don't think dogs or cats want to go underwater. So I think I'm maybe gonna build like a spiral staircase through the ground, I guess. And that will probably have to be big enough for the horses too, I guess. So I'm gonna have to like make some kind of spiral staircase into the base. Bring all of the pets through it. And then I'm gonna need to make sure they don't randomly stop sitting down. What is that noise? Okay, I'm gonna need to make sure they don't randomly stop sitting down like Frost has done. This is my dog, who should go back to sitting down. And I guess the horses would be annoying to have to make a way out for them every single time. So I guess maybe I'm gonna have a pen somewhere in that area for them. And I think the villagers don't need to come with the pets and me over to my new base, because this is like safer for them, I feel like. Because this has already been made to be like a village. And I don't think I want to move over my farms like this cow farm either, so I think I'm gonna make new farms if I really need that stuff, and then, like, for now, just use these ones. Okay, so let's go over to where I want my new house to be. Okay, I think we start with flattening a little bit of this ground, because you wouldn't really have a pool on, like, a hill. That doesn't make sense. This would be a lot quicker with a shovel. I guess I'll go back and make one and then come back here. So this is actually good when I'm moving my base, because right now my like farms and stuff are limited by the size of the village, because it's just like that little square. But I can make sure I have more food like building up, since I'll have like an entire field. Okay, I have a shovel now. I think I can go enchant it quickly. Let's go with Unbreaking 3. I got Efficiency 4, maybe? I don't know Roman numerals or whatever that is. I know what I think I is 1, so I is 3. And then I think V is 5, but for some reason IV is 4. Unless it's 5 plus 1, then it's 6, but I don't think enchantments go up to 6. So I think it's just 5. That's pretty good though. I should be able to flatten that hill pretty, like, fast now. Okay, let's get back to mining this, and it's so much faster. Okay, so let's fill in all of these holes what were made. And then I think that's a pretty good area to start building the pool, so I'm gonna need to now dig a hole for it. It's a really good thing I made a shovel, because that's like 1,000,000,000 times faster than it would have been otherwise. Now I just need to get rid of these spare cobblestone and stone blocks. And apparently this one bit of dirt I forgot. And now I need to get out of here so I can go get water. Okay, so I'm just gonna need a few iron ingots for a bucket. And now I can collect some water and we can head back. Okay, so now we should actually be able to get in and out of the pool without terraforming it, I guess. It's raining while I try and fill in my pool. If this was real life, this might actually be helpful for filling it in. But because it's Minecraft, it's just kind of gonna make it look gloomier while I do this. I think this is new water, except I guess that glitch doesn't work in that situation. I think there's an infinite water glitch, which would make this easier, but I don't know how you do that. So it's just kinda gonna take a while. Okay, so to fill in the center, I think I can just use some dirt towers. So I put that there. And then I go and I get some more water. Then I bring it back. And I place the water here. And it almost works. I think I'm gonna have to make more dirt towers. I think I'm gonna have to kill some monsters while I make my pool, because it turned to night while I was filling it in. Okay, it looks like there's one more block to fill in, and a lot more if I want it to not look weird. But I'm going to ignore the fact what it looks kind of weird, because I don't want to have to spend a billion years filling in that hole. Okay, so now I just need to fill in the pool with quartz. That is not enough quartz. Ah. And there's a baby zombie who wants the pool. He cannot have the pool. I guess I have to go back to the Nether now. That's not good. Okay, so I went mining and got 3 more stacks of quartz. So let's make these into blocks now. Okay, now I have as many quartz blocks as I could make out of that. I really hope this is enough to finish the pool. Okay, now I just need to add in these quartz blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I need to fill all of this in. So I didn't have enough quartz to finish all of that. But I feel like, unless you look like close at it, you can't tell this is dirt. And I think if I get rid of this, then it makes a little window. Which I don't understand how, but somehow the water doesn't go through that. So it actually works like a window from this side too. So it actually makes a like kind of cool design. And you can't tell it's dirt unless you look close at it. And I'm pretty lazy and don't want to mine more quartz. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. But of course, this is not the end of the pool, because I'm gonna have to add the house under it now. So I think I'm gonna start with the redstone for it, because the house itself is just gonna be like a pretty standard design of a house, I guess. Okay, so to make the house actually secret, I think I'm gonna need pressure plates and pistons. And I need 2 of them. But I don't know how you actually craft that. So a piston is 1 redstone and 1 iron. And a pressure plate is just 2 iron. Okay, that's pretty easy. Okay, let's make the pistons. And then let's make the pressure plates. Now we can head back to the pool. Okay, so I think I need a pressure plate here, and then I mine that block. So let's dig down a little bit, and then here needs to be a piston. So that will push when you step on this pressure plate. And then we need to dig out more for the house. Okay, so I think this is enough space to finish this contraption. So I need to swim back out, put this quartz block here, and then now when I swim on this pressure plate, I push it, and this will put the quartz block here. So then I'm just gonna get a random block. We put that not there. We put the piston here, swim back out, and then we put this pressure plate here. That will hide it again. So then this can open and close it, and I can get rid of that. So the contraption is finished, and then to just make this one bit stand out more, stand out less, I think I'm gonna like dig more little holes around to make it seem like it's just decoration. Okay, so now it's a pattern, kind of like a Lego brick. And I feel like that weird visual glitch or whatever it is where the pressure plates are making air blocks for some reason would be way less noticeable and annoying if if they fixed it, basically. My brain wasn't thinking of the correct words for that for a second. But basically this would work as a secret base if the water wasn't making air around those pressure plates. But I guess I just have to deal with that. It doesn't really matter because this isn't a true secret base, since I'm literally making a video out of it. I kind of want to break my bed and then respawn to see how close the actual world spawn is to this pool. But at the same time, I don't want to lose all my XP. So I think I'm not going to do that. And I guess all I have left to do is empty out this underground area and make a nicer house here. So I'll try and do that quickly. Okay, so now the, like, house, I guess, entrance room area is done. So now I need to go get furniture and fill that in. Alright, so I have finished the first room of the house. I'm probably gonna expand it and, like, add more stuff to it as I want more stuff. But for now, it's finished. So we enter the pool. We can swim around if we want. And then, if I stand on this pressure plate, I can enter, and there will be this little wall to make sure the water doesn't overflow everywhere. And then there's my bed. There's a crafting table and a furnace, and an anvil, and a chest will soon be filled with completely random stuff and be very unorganized. And another chest will be the same, and some torches to make sure monsters don't spawn in here. And I think eventually there's going to be other rooms for separating stuff into separate rooms. So maybe I'll have like a bedroom, and the crafting table will probably stay in here. This will be like the general room. And then there will be like a storage room, a bedroom. And I think I might end up making bedrooms for each of my pets too. But for now, this is just the house. And that was all I had to do in this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can watch another video, because I have a few of them on this channel, and I think the video will be on the left, if I'm correct. I might not be though, I'm pretty sure it's on the left. And I also think one of the things I'm going to add to this pool is a diving board. But the design I have for it requires trapdoors, and the only trapdoors what are white are the pale oak wood, I think it's called, from the whatever forest, creepy forest update it was. Sure, that can be what I call it. The creepy forest update wood is the only white wood in the game other than birch, but that's kind of yellow. So I think once I find one of those, then I'm going to add a diving board to this pool. And it will only be kind of functional because you'll be able to jump off it, but it won't have a slime block to bounce you off it, because I think that wouldn't look that good. Goodbye!